Try this again.
Or Connection, that reminds me of that song where it's like getting my degree on my or Education Connection, where it's like getting my degree on my own time. Education Connection gives me the right college for free. Get connected
Oh, I know.
for free.
I just
with
yes.
a core memory.
A core memory. By the way, side note, tangentially, did you watch Schoolhouse Rock as a kid?
Yes.
Yes. Very, very big in my house. We had all of them on DVD.
Ah.
Like, let's put on the Schoolhouse Rock. You could like put on like the one where it's like, they called it like the whole enchilada. It was basically just like it'll let it autoplay like all of them, just like shuffle. And you're like, now we don't know which one is coming up next.
Oh my gosh.
This is technology. Hi guys, I think
Hi.
it looks like we're streaming better than before.
Yay.
2 days in a row, I've had a false start. I had at least one false start stream. It's been a weird couple of days for streaming. I'm like, is Mercury in Gatorade? What's happening? Hi guys. While everybody is coming back in, hopefully. It's been a very weird. Oh, I'm gonna have to ping everybody again. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No apologizing.
Every time I use Discord to ping everybody and be like, hey everybody, we're live. Even Discord is like, are you sure?
Oh.
That? I'm like, I think so. I just want everybody to know that we're here.
Oh. Oh, speaking of Schoolhouse Rock, I remember, isn't there one where it's like, I'm just a bill, yes, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, I'm off to the White House where I'm waiting in line.
With a lot of other bills for the
President to sign, and gonna be a loss someday, at least I hope and pray that I will, but today I am still just a bill. Well, apparently in Legally Blonde 2, they play that in the background of one of the songs, or in one of the scenes, because she wants to make animal testing illegal, and so there's like a whole montage, and that's in the background. So
that's perfect.
So you said Schoolhouse Rock, and I was like, wait a second, I have a story.
We need to cover Legally Blonde 2, and then Legally Blonde, the Disney Channel original movie that's a spin-off.
And then there's apparently going to be another one that's happening eventually soon.
I love Legally Blonde.
I do too. It's weird, or I'm weird. Legally Blonde and Jurassic Park are my favorite films.
I don't think that's weird. I think those are two really good films. That means you're a well-rounded individual.
Yes, I like a story about someone who defeats the odds and is a great lawyer, and I like ones where dinosaurs eat people.
The two major genres of movies. There you go.
Yeah, comedy, action.
It just makes me think of, I once did a video about this old Flash game called Lego Backlot, where it's like, you start off as a lowly PA who just walks on the set and gets a job, and then you become the director eventually, right? And so there's all of these posters up on the wall, and it's like, what's this movie? What's this movie? And it's like supposed to be Jurassic Park, and then it gives you like weird trivia questions about dinosaurs, and you're like, this has nothing to do with working on a backlot, but okay.
Oh gosh. Yeah, the most illogical part of that game is that you can be a director in like an hour of gaming time rather than like years. Because don't PAs need to log like 1,000 hours just to get into the union or something?
To be AD eligible, I think. AD. If I'm wrong, I could be wrong. If you're a PA, I'm so sorry that I'm wrong. I've never. Well, I have been a PA, but not like super important. Mostly just like, hey, I can't pay you, but do you want to do me a favor and get the PA work on your resume? And it's like, okay, yeah, sure.
Oh gosh. Oh, my resume. How am I gonna get a job after this?
I had to like, somebody asked for like my resume because it was this potential project that we might possibly maybe do that has like I needed like to put in like a CDC, and I realized I don't have one because we have this crazy job, so I had to like make one, and I was like, oh, this feels like I should have done this years ago in my life. However, I have a very weird job. We don't have resumes as background. It's just like, here's a picture of me in a dress. Here's another picture of me not in a dress. Can I have a job, please?
These are my age and measurements.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to our fancy. I'm gonna go back to looking at the channel just to make sure that we're not just yelling into the void.
Hello.
Hello. Gotta
Yay.
say live. Hey, look at us.
Hey, look at us. Oh, my mouth is open.
Oh, sorry, I paused it.
Oh, no.
I was just trying to mute it. I hit the wrong thing. So yes, hi guys. We're gonna do some things. It's quite later than we wanted to start, but you know.
You're alive. Yes, we are. Thanks to Avery's dad, the tech ghost is gone for now.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Avery's dad, Mr. Van Den Houten?
Houghton.
Or Mr. Van Den Houten.
He probably
Sorry.
doesn't want you to call him Corey.
Corey.
Yeah. Feel a little less embarrassed knowing the tech ghost does just attack our stream. I know, right? Gracias, Papa Vandenham. Thanks, Dad, if you're watching. Everybody's very thankful.
Thanks, Corey.
Mr. My people call my mom Mrs. Talks About Stuff. Mr. Talks About Stuff.
Wow, Gabe, you don't know your own friend's last name?
Oh no, he does. It's just my name is so hard to pronounce. Nobody can pronounce it.
That's so mean. Can we kick him from the stream? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Patrick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for.
I'm rooting for you. How dare you?
I'm sorry for not knowing your last name, Avery.
Nobody knows how to say my last name. It also doesn't help that no matter how people say it, I will usually just be like.
It's like Hanukkah. The spelling of Hanukkah. I addressed your mother's letter as Mama Vanden.
Oh, cute. Patrick sent my mom some recipes because he sent some cookbooks and she's been cooking out of them a lot. So he sent her recipes in the mail and sent it addressed it to Mrs. Vandenhouten.
Oh, that's Patrick's secret way of being like, you can't kick me from stream. I offer recipes. Who do, but I'm weird like that. Oh, knows how to about the names. I mean, some people, depending on from where in the world people's background is from, some people do, but usually, like, never have I ever gone to, like, sign in for something and they say name and I say Vandenhouten and then they go, ah, yes, I know how to spell that off the top of my head. Books and books and books and books and books, yes. Milhouse Van Houten from Simpsons. I think of that, but I also think of, from Fault in Our Stars, the douchey writer, that's Van Houten. I haven't seen Fault in Our Stars, unfortunately.
I cried my eyes out in the movie theater watching it back in high school.
Oh.
I'm updating chapters of my fanfic and the Tuesday video. Yay!
Yay!
Oh yes. While I'm thinking about it, I'm also going to make sure my client thing is online because before the internet broke, I was trying to make sure that I got that online. But yes, we are going to read Imagine. For anybody just coming in, this is a gigantic book of anthology Imagines. It is YN fanfiction of different celebrities, and we had a lot of fun reading it last time. And we should have been reading it for a while now, but the internet said no.
Internet was like, no, you must interact with one another.
It's weird, it's like we're friends.
I know. Interaction. Sorry.
How dare you need to blow your nose? You should have.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I have the worst. The pollen count is like over 4,000. Can you? I can't even imagine.
Oh gosh. It's over 4,000. That's a Dragon Ball Z reference, almost. You're just like, yes, I know what Dragon Ball Z is, Gabe. Gosh.
I forgot that you were streaming early. Well, we were supposed to be streaming much earlier, but the internet broke, so now we're here. Apparently I write well for a fanfic writer. I think you write very well, Daniel. We read the prologue to Daniel's Power Rangers fanfic.
Ooh. Coco Power Rangers.
Before we read Animorphs, because Animorphs is we needed a fun distraction before Animorphs gave us trauma.
Gotta protect from the trauma. I'm sorry, my nose. I'm just gonna look at the curtains for a little bit.
No, you're good. So yes. What will Avery read after the California Diaries is over? About Babysitter's Little Sister. I mean, we're definitely going to keep reading the Babysitter's Club extended universe, for sure.
Is that just one person, or is it a legion of ghostwriters?
Anna Martin, I think eventually she had ghostwriters. There's literally hundreds of those books. But she's like, I gratefully thank this person for the help with the manuscript, which is her way of saying this was ghostwritten, but thank you very much. I don't want to take credit for it.
Say it, Gabe. Wait, say what? Or the Derp Reg is saying.
Asking where I stopped. Well, because I write my own stuff now. Sure. All right. The echo makes me imagine. Oh, there's the echo again. Hang on.
Oh, we have the echo. I'm gonna haunt you.
Gabe, the very friendly ghost.
I'm really sorry for inconveniencing you guys, but I do also live here and I'm kind of stuck here. I am so sorry. Don't worry, I'll let my presence be known, so I will do my best not to see. And they're gone.
It's happening from like a cave. You don't know that it's not happening from a cave.
We're in a cave. The cockroach scared us so much that we're now in a cave with fake curtains and fake lights.
Derp Rex says, say the Dragon Ball Z quote. I assume that's what
it's over 9,000. Ah, breaks whatever, or breaks the glass he's holding.
Beautiful. You know the one.
Sorry, Derp Rex. My brain is just like, say what? Even though I just talked about it.
Chris, I found out why the echo was echoing. I turned it back on just because it was for the Dragon Ball Z effect.
Ah.
Yes, we did adopt different animorphs as our children. And our children work well off each other.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm going to read, I believe this is the Cameron Dallas, who we're kind of, apparently I'm too old to know much about, but this is a Cameron Dallas Imagine. The One That Got Away by Ariana Godoy. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Godoy. I could be any of them. But I keep wanting to read it as Ariana Grande. So I'm like, Ariana, how good for you.
Ariana Grande.
All right, imagine. You were not interested that much in boys yet, but his eyes allured you. We're getting right into it.
Oh, gosh.
His eyes. That's what caught your attention in 7th grade. From that day, you always stole glances at him when you saw him around the school. He was your first crush, the first boy to make you blush whenever you crossed paths. He was shy and introverted, but that somehow made you want to find out more about him. It intrigued you. Nevertheless, you gave up and moved on because nothing was happening. He didn't even acknowledge your existence in those early years, but that changed in junior year when you had friends in common and you started to hang out in the same group. You still remember how sweaty your palms were when he talked to you for the first time. His dazzling smile made your poor heart beat faster and had you stumbling all over your words. He was sweet, caring, and so eye-filling. Your crush on him resurfaced and amplified. You became friends. You hung out, but that was not enough for you. You wanted more. But you weren't brave enough to do anything about it. You watched him date other girls and pretend to encourage him and be happy for him while you died on the inside. Oh. You couldn't tell him anything. You couldn't lose his friendship. And then it happened. He started doing vines and getting followers. As his popularity grew, so did his confidence. And you were so happy for him. You cheered for him. He became famous. And just like that, Cameron Dallas was everywhere. News, a movie, YouTube interviews. Your Cam had become a Vine sensation. And so much more had come from that. He was still the same charming boy from day one, but he didn't have a lot of time to spend with you. That made you sad, but you backed away. You didn't have any right to demand anything from him. You were just a friend. And as if life wanted to put more distance between you two, your parents divorced. Oh, that's sad. Oh. Your mother decided to move back to the town she grew up in, all the way in Oregon. You had to go with her. You didn't say anything to Cameron. What for? You couldn't handle a goodbye. You didn't even tell him you were leaving. We didn't.
Oh.
Marcy,
why?
Not when you had all these feelings for him bottled inside you. You left your sunny California. You cried yourself. Is this Dawn? No, Dawn had to go to Stony Brook in Connecticut.
Oh, that's so sad.
You didn't. I already read that. You cried yourself to sleep many nights. You missed your town, your friends, and him. You needed to forget him, but how could you? He was everywhere. You got yourself a Vine account and followed him on every platform he appeared. You hoped he would notice your name among the thousands of followers, but he didn't. You could just text him. You guys are friends. You were just another fan, a dedicated one. Watching his smile in his vines was enough to brighten your days. You watched him change from a shy boy to a confident, sexy man. Oh.
Ooh.
Ew. Cameron grew even more handsome with time. You couldn't believe how your infatuation with him hadn't disappeared with the years. You had boyfriends, but he was always there at the back of your mind. But then you realized you weren't going to move on and forget him without getting the proper closure. You needed to see him. But how? He was miles away and he was famous. He might as well have been worlds away. It wasn't like you could show up at his door and he probably wouldn't remember you anyway. Marcy. However, life was full of possibilities and your chance to see him came at a convention, Comic-Con. His attendance was confirmed and so was yours. And now you stand in the middle of the crowd at Comic-Con in San Diego. It's time to see him again after years of one-sided feelings. How are you going to manage to talk to him through all the fans? You have no idea. You like to think life will give you a hand after all this time of silent love. Silent Love sounds like the name of a song from the 90s.
Silent Love.
Maybe I think I'm hearing it to the tune of, I guess that's an 80s song, Tainted Love. Do, 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 do. He's here. The mere thought of sharing the same place with him makes your heart race. Your hands are sweaty and you clutch your purse for dear life. Cameron is going to be on a panel soon. You enter the assigned conference room swallowing because the place is so packed. Cameron is going to be up there with other famous Viners like his friend Nash Greer. Oh boy.
Oh, I know who that is. He was also on Vine.
He got if you want to know about Nash Greer, he was on Vine and then nothing else of note happened.
That makes me think something of note happened. Side note, you got $9.99.
Oh, thank you, Chris. You are so sweet. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris, for supporting us and our suffering. Yes, fine. The platform that TikTok replaced. This is a very 2016 book. You sit and you wait. Dozens of girls are around you, giggling and whispering in excitement. You see so many beautiful girls that you start to doubt yourself. How is he going to notice you among all of them? You look down at your outfit and your favorite flowered dress doesn't seem so beautiful anymore. You feel more average than ever. You know this day is not going to be some fairy tale. He's not going to be interested in the shy girl he met back in high school, who he probably doesn't remember anymore. He has gorgeous girls chasing after him. How can you be different from them? You know him. They don't. Your subconscious cheers. But it's still not enough. You haven't talked to him in more than 2 years. You don't know him anymore. The announcer starts the panel, inviting the Viners to walk in and have a seat. Cameron Dallas, the announcer exclaims, and the crowd goes crazy. You hold your breath as Cameron walks in and your heart melts in your chest. That feels like a medical condition. A very serious one.
At the end of the chapter, it's like, oh, you were in the hospital this whole time.
God.
Huh. You had really bad heartburn at the convention.
He's taller and looks stronger with more defined arms. He's not the skinny boy from high school. He's a handsome man now. He wears a plain white shirt that looks great against his tanned skin. His hair strikes you as soft and well cared for. His smile is dazzling and lights up the room. He waves his hand at the crowd and sits down. You can't believe he's there. The announcer introduces the others you hardly notice and quickly starts giving the audience the chance to ask questions. A gorgeous brunette holds the microphone and looks up at Cam. My question is for Cameron. He smiles politely at her. Would you go out with me tonight? That is not an approved question. That's not an approved question at all. It is not. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Your jaw almost touches that the floor. Wow, that girl is blunt. Cameron chuckles and scratches the back of his head. We'll see how the night goes. He winks at her and everyone cheers. A pang of jealousy crosses you and you take a deep breath. You have no right to be jealous. He's not yours. He's also not that girl's either. The questions keep coming and many girls shout, I love you, to Cameron and the others. Now it's your turn to ask a question. You move forward to the microphone and swallow. Your hands are sticky. Your heart is on the brink of failure. He's going to see... On the brink of failure? Oh no. He's going to see you. The moment has come. Will he remember you? Hi, you whisper shyly into the microphone. And then it like reverberates through the whole convention.
Hi.
Cameron looks at you without expression, just his usual polite smile. Your heart falls. You bite your lip to avoid getting emotional. He doesn't remember you. You knew that was a possibility. Why does it hurt so badly? My question is for Cameron. You correct yourself. Cameron narrows his eyes at you. There is a moment of silence that feels like an eternity. You lift your gaze to look straight into his eyes. It's not a question, Cameron. It's a delayed confession, I guess. He looks confused. I love you. His eyes widen. And I mean, it's not a fan love thing. My feelings for you were born way before all this. You motion to the crowd. I am in love with you. Gosh, it's a relief to finally say it after all this time. This is terrifying. I don't want to imagine this.
Oh my god. Why?
The place falls dead silent. It would not. Everybody would be screaming. It would not.
Boo, get off the stage.
No, everybody would be like, woo, oh, and then there'd probably be a couple boos from the extra fangirls.
Boo, he's mine.
That's all. You finish nervously. The announcer steps up to fill the void. Well, that was intense. Cameron, do you have anything to say to this brave girl? Cameron smiles. I'm flattered, he says politely. Your chest tightens. She's a beautiful girl. His compliment hurts because he's talking like you're just a girl in the crowd. The announcer grins. And I'm going to ask the question everyone has in mind now. Do you know this girl? You stop breathing right there. Cameron glances at you, then says, no. Your heart falls to the ground and tears fill your eyes, blurring your sight. I wish I knew her, though. She seems like a sweet girl. You've had enough. You turn your back to him and start walking through the crowd. For a moment, you wish this were like a romantic movie that he would chase after you. But of course he didn't. Why would he? Well, he's got a panel to finish first, so give him a minute. Tears stream down your face. The quiet murmurs of people and the soft music seem like too much. You want to run away from there, but don't want to look crazy. Too late for that.
Yeah.
It's done. You should go. You did what you came to do. You were publicly rejected, but you have finally let him know of your feelings. You can move on now. Rejection feels terrible and devastating, but it's closure. You can do nothing about it. You can't force someone to like you, much less love you. You wipe your tears away and let yourself get distracted by the amazing costumes and displays around you. You've never been to a Comic-Con before, and you regret it because it's certainly entertaining. I miss con. Eventually, you start to smile at some... I mean, we do have kind of an East Coast, West Coast rivalry as Dragon Con goers with the Comic-Con, but, you know, I've never been to Comic-Con.
Yeah. Maybe one day YouTube will pay us to go.
Please. Hey, Avery, do you want to do a panel where you guys just read live? And we're like, oh boy, do we.
The Model Land panel. Oh no, I've traumatized Abraham, sorry.
No, I was just reading for a second. I didn't zone out. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think I'd want to imagine this either, and it wasn't. Yeah, this is terrifying. This is not what I want to imagine. This is a specific genre. I know it's gonna turn around because that's how these go, but like those imagines, that's like, hey, imagine you had a traumatic experience, but then something good happened. It's like, can I just have the good stuff in this imaginary world of mine?
No, I'm supposed to. I'm here to escape reality, not live it again.
Yes. Eventually, you start to smile at some of the funny costumes and the bright and colorful surroundings distract you. You're still smiling when you hear someone call your name from behind, though, figuring it's your imagination, you ignore it. Not until you feel a tap on your shoulder do you turn around. A blonde guy with a bright grin on his face stands there. Hi. Can you follow me? He extends his hand. You frown. Do I know you? He shakes his head. No, but I need you to follow me now. Why would I? You take a step back. Don't go to the secondary location.
Call your friends. Tell them there's some man.
You don't take risks, do you? He sighs. He said you'd be like this. You frown. Your frown grows bigger. He? The guy runs his fingers through his hair. Yeah, Cameron. Your heart starts hammering against your ribs. Cameron? Yeah, he sent me to get you. That guy explains tiredly, which is not easy, by the way. This event is huge. This poor guy is like, I'm not being paid enough for this. Cameron, go get your own girlfriend. But what? Why? Just follow me. Leave the questions to him. The guy takes your hand and pulls you to walk behind him. Is this guy telling the truth? Why would Cameron send for me? He said he didn't remember you. He broke your heart in front of everyone. I mean, you really did that to yourself. I'm sorry, Marcy. Curiosity and anticipation get the best of you. You cannot help but follow the stranger, even though you're skeptical about Cameron being behind it. You face a door where a giant guard is standing. The guard gestures at you, and your guide says, "She's with me." That's all it takes for the guard to step aside. You enter a maze of dark hallways with what looks like dressing rooms at the side. Well, of course we were with them, because they took our hand. What did the guard think? You enter a maze of dark hallways with what look like dressing rooms at the sides. You are breathing erratically. Your heart is about to jump out of your chest. Your mouth is dry, and you bite your lip nervously. The guy stops walking and lets you go of your hand. Go. He points at a door at the end of the hallway. He's waiting for you. I just picture this guy being pissed. Just like, you nod and head in the direction. What does he want? Why did he send for you? Maybe he thinks I'm sort of an obsessed fan or something, you think. No, he wouldn't want you to, no. He wouldn't want more of the obsessed fan. But you push through your negative thoughts. You knock on the door and then hear his voice. Come in. It's real. He's actually there on the other side of the door. You open the door slowly, as if waiting for him to shut it in your face and say again, he doesn't remember you. Can you imagine if he calls her and be like, I still don't remember you, bye.
Get out. Guards.
Guard, Caesar.
Into the tower you go.
But then you see him and nothing matters anymore. You forget his public rejection. You forget all those years of silent love. And it all goes away when you meet those beautiful eyes, those mesmerizing eyes that got your attention back in 7th grade. Cameron leans against the wall with his arms folded across his chest. His brown hair looks softer than ever and nicely styled. Those plump lips form a sincere smile, and your heart gives out. Close the door, he commands softly. Please don't let this get Please don't let this get beyond PG-13, please.
Oh, gosh.
Shaking and without looking away, you close the door behind you. Lock it. Oh God, where is this going?
They're gonna sing High School Musical.
and then Zac Efron walks in.
Or Zac Efron, hey, are you guys singing High School Musical? No, Zac, leave us alone.
He's got his girlfriend from the other thing.
We're gonna bob to the top, right, guys? No, this is our thing.
God, Zac Efron and his girlfriend who are...
And also Marcy.
Well, I guess Marcy is the girlfriend. It's a different universe, Marcy. And they're just the most annoying couple because of how obsessed they are. Hey, Jay! What would the panel be? Stein Erotica, Dawn being a bitch in California Diaries, Nancy Drew. It might just be like the weirdness of, I don't know.
Weird fiction.
Weird fiction, yeah. You swallow, but do as you're told. He stares at you and it becomes so hard to breathe. You're alone with him in a small room. You weren't prepared for this. You don't know what to say. Well, you didn't think this through. I'm sorry to be so judgmental. You said enough. You can't stand his fervent gaze, so you look away, but then it happens. He calls out your name, drawing out each syllable slowly. What if my name is like Todd? Cookie.
Oh, God. Cookie. Theophilus? Theophilus.
Theophilus.
No, but I never called you that. I called you Theophilus because it sounded better.
He remembers your name. He actually remembers it. You're about to ask him why he said he didn't remember, you out there, but he speaks first. Why are you here? His question catches you off guard. Why? He sounds angry, and you have no idea why. But even when he's keeping his distance from you, it's hard to articulate words right now. I needed closure. Closure? He clenches his jaw. Closure on what exactly? On you. Us. Us. There was no us. That hurts. I know that. No, wait. There was no us because you fucking disappeared on me. Yeah, you didn't even say goodbye.
This is your fault.
Can you imagine you have like a really close friend and then one day they just disappear?
Oh my gosh. You left us.
You never heard Cameron swear before. Oh, is that a thing with I don't know anything about. I know nothing about this person. You vanished. You didn't even leave a note, something. There was no explanation. There was nothing. I just went to your house on Saturday morning to watch some TV with you, as usual, only to find an empty house with a soul sign.
What?
Can you imagine if one of these Saturdays you just come over and I don't live here anymore?
Oh my, I knock on the door and it's just like, who are you? Wait, I messaged Avery to say, what? Oh, by the way, I moved. I would become famous and invite you to backstage at Comic-Con and be like, Avery, what the heck?
What the fuck?
Why did you leave? Why?
Oh my god. Oh god. Do you have any idea how I felt? I was pissed, frustrated, and desperate. I looked for you until I realized you didn't deserve it. This done to you. What? Yes, you heard me right. You didn't deserve it. You left me with no explanation. You didn't care about me because if you did, you knew I'd be worried. You felt like I was nothing. You left like I was nothing. Tell them, Cameron.
Yeah. Tell Marcy. This is
That's
good,
not...
Marcy. Sorry.
Marcy, we didn't raise you like this. That's not true. You say needing to defend yourself. I left because I needed to let you go. I was tired of one-sided love. Cameron laughs with irony. One-sided love. You never said anything to me. Never. How can you talk about one-sided love if you never told me a thing? You couldn't know if it was one-sided until you asked me about it. By the way, about the way I felt. Well, you could have told her, Cameron. He's angry. You can see it in his eyes. He leans off the wall. You take a step back. I just did what I thought was best for the both of us. He shakes his head. No, you did what you thought was best for you. You were a coward. That makes you a little angry too. I wasn't. You could have found me if you wanted to. You had the means to find me. You're famous, but you didn't bother, so that was more... What, did you go and witness protection?
The FBI scrubbed your record. I couldn't find your new address.
He doxed you online. How am I supposed to do this? So you didn't bother, so that was more than enough to believe these feelings were one-sided. They weren't, he said, and your heart skips a beat. But my pride was hurt. I was hurt. I let myself forget about you. I healed. I moved on. I dated other girls who looked like you, but they weren't you. That's not healthy. Still, I managed, and I was doing fine until you showed up tonight, and it was like all those feelings had been a dormant volcano inside me. This mixture of anger, love, desire, and frustration exploded and left me breathless. I was so angry at you for ruining my peace. I wanted to hurt you, so I said I didn't know you. I treated you like a stranger because I knew that would hurt you. Congratulations, you said sarcastically. You did one hell of a job hurting. Are you happy now? Tears escape your eyes. But you don't care anymore. I should probably go now so you can meet up with that hot girl from before. Cameron smirks. Oh, you're jealous now? You're right. I should meet up with her. I bet she's not going to disappear on me like you did. Fuck you. You scream and turn. My voice cracked and that didn't feel as intimidating as I wanted it to be.
F
You scream at him and you turn around angrily. You reach for the doorknob, but he's quickly behind you. He grabs your hand tightly, stopping you, and the skin-to-skin contact takes your breath away. You try to use your other hand, but he grabs it as well. Oh, he pulls both of your hands above your head and presses them against the door. You feel his body right behind you. Oh, pressing against yours. You're not walking away from me this time, little coward. I'm concerned.
And then the pepper spray came out and everything was fine.
He whispers in your ears and he shivers.
Oh my
This
god.
is so creepy. I'm so concerned.
Oh geez.
Oh, Salt Mountain goes, oh, this escalated so fast. Basically a high school drama. I know. Cam, let me go. Your regrets comes out as weak because you actually enjoy having him this close.
Oh my gosh.
He flips you around until you're facing him. His gorgeous face is merely inches from yours. He still holds your hands above your head with one of his and uses the other to lift your chin to him. You love me, don't you? His thumb caresses your lower lip. The pride doesn't let you admit it after how he purposefully hurt you in front of everyone. No, I don't. Then why are you shaking in my arms? This is so cringe. You want to look away, but his grip on your chin keeps you in place. Pure denial comes out of your mouth. I'm not shaking. His cologne invades your mind. He smells so good. Cameron's gaze drops to your lips, and you spot a glint of longing in his eyes. I'm so angry at you right now, he whispers. You moisten your lips, nervous. Ah!
Oh, we thought she was just gonna get away.
This isn't Marcy, this is Dawn. Yes, this is... Also, how old is Cameron Dallas in 2016? I feel even more... Just let me go, you squirm in his arms. Cameron, let me. His lips press on yours before you could finish that sentence. This feels like a boundary invasion. They are soft and wet. You can't believe how amazing they feel against yours. His kiss is aggressive, possessive, as if he's claiming you with it. And then he licks his thumb and presses it against your eyebrow. It doesn't say that. Can you imagine if it did, though?
Oh, you have a piece of wood pulp on your eyebrow, and then his thumb finds its way into her mouth.
You're kissing him back with everything you have, with all those bottled feelings you've had for him all this time. This is the dream for you. The kiss turns more passionate, and your breath turns heavy, your body heating up. Let it be over. It's almost over. And your lips tangle and your hand pull him closer. You press your against the door, kissing you hard, making it possible for you to breathe properly. He breaks the kiss and presses his forehead against yours. You are mine, little coward. Then through ragged breaths, no more running. You smile against his lips. No more running. I'm scared. That's the end.
Oh my gosh.
That was awful. Thanks. I hate it.
Oh
I
my
hate it so
gosh,
much.
that was terrible.
I hate all of that.
I will.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate it so much. That sucked. That was
Dirty bird.
Suddenly Link on a motorcycle.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
According to Google, he was like 20 something. Okay, I feel at least a little better, but still cringe. I didn't like that. This is basically high school drama. Tookie. How's it going? It was going better when you sent that, Jay.
Oh my gosh, is this the kind of fantasy?
This is not my fantasy. This is I'm scared.
What? I don't understand these fantasies. It's just like, cringe. But so I guess let's not make, I don't know, let's not shame people for what they want. If they want Cameron Dallas to make out with them.
I'm not shaming anybody. This is what I was thinking while I was reading that chapter. This book is so doomed to fail, not even because it's a silly premise and you can just read all of this type of stuff online for free, but also when people want to imagine their favorite celebrity, right? You've got a very specific one in mind, or like a fictional character or whatever it might be. This is a very broad spectrum, right? Like if I'm into the Benedict Cumberbatch one, which was honestly like a fun little mystery story.
Yeah.
I'm not probably also going to be into this one and vice versa, right? Like,
oh yeah.
This is like reaching such a wide audience that I feel like it's hurting itself. You know what I mean? Thanks. I hated that one. We might just need to start the ranking panel.
Oh yeah, the tier. That's definitely F next to the Anna Todd one.
Oh, create a highlight. Oh, I didn't know I could do this from right here.
Oh. Cameron Dallas. I hate it.
I liked the Kim K one. I'm not here for whatever that last one was. That one was not to my personal liking. I hated that very much. I hated it so much. What have I missed? Oh, Ellery, in today's adventures in Marcy Drew X celebrity goodness. I'm on my break for 15 minutes. We read a Cameron Dallas one that was genuinely horrifying. We hated it. It was awful. It was really bad. It was so bad. It was just so bad.
So bad.
I really thought that was gonna get NSFW really quick, and then I was like, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please. They got as close as they could without going NSFW. I did not like it. At least it was short. At least it was short.
Oh,
There's that. I'm gonna make a tier list for us while you're reading that because
Okay.
I don't have fun. I don't know how to make T-Rexes.
Oh, wait, show. Or velociraptors, or Deinonychus, whichever theropod dinosaur you prefer that doesn't have any fancy embellishments. So it cannot be Spinosaurus, it cannot be the Jurassic Park version of a Dilophosaurus, or a regular one because it doesn't really have a crest. But dinosaurs, everybody, my favorite. Who needs now living animals when you could think about animals that were alive millions of years ago?
All right, what's your story called?
Stick It to Eve.
Stick It to Eve, huh?
Yep, Stick
Sounds
It
like
to
a
Eve.
weird band name.
Well, I was thinking like, it's like you're stealing Adam, so Stick It to Eve.
Which Adam is it going to be about? Is it Adam Driver?
Oh gosh, that he had a beard like in '65. He's so handsome.
Am I the only one who just, my personal favorite Adam Driver movie is easily one of his most underrated ones. It's called What If. It's the one with Daniel Radcliffe and Zoe Kazan. And it's just this very relatable, like, rom-com about being in love with your best friend. And it's just genuinely charming. And it's just Adam Driver, Daniel Radcliffe, and Zoe Kazan in a little rom-com together. It's very cute.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that.
Gabe would love Devil Dinosaur.
Devil Dinosaur. Oh, is that the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur?
Was Adam Driver even popular yet when this came out? I don't know. I really don't know. I know that he was in What If that year. That's all I know.
What year did What If come out?
I thought it was 2016. Mine is Last Skywalker. I mean, he is a great Kylo. That is not to be understated, but I feel like his particular just quirky best friend character in that movie is underrated. Although I haven't seen it in a while, but I should watch it back again.
Devil Dinosaur. I remember in Primal they had devil looking dinosaurs.
It didn't drag like 30 years for Anatod. Yeah, we don't even remember what that one's called. It's just called the Anatod one.
Oh,
that's
gosh.
The only W I'll give it. Never been happier to miss a stream, not even for Model Land. Yeah, Ellery, I'm glad you were spared from that. It was something. It was sure something. That's all I can really say.
Oh, and the Anatod chapter is called Medium.
Oh,
this isn't. Oh, but I looked at it's
okay.
called Medium because I think like a medium for painting. So.
Right. Oh, what a boring. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be so mean to Anatod, but oh my god.
Anatod and Tyra Banks are gonna double team and just be like, these two individuals.
I think the thing, like, nothing, like, you know, it's just one of those things where Anatod has just gotten a lot of press, which, like, good for her. But, like, it's a borderline very creepy thing that she wrote. And it's very bad. And there's so many other writers that are better that just don't get any credit. I'm just like, Anatod. Why? Why were you writing fan fiction about a teenager when you were 30? I have questions.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know.
Medium, just like her writing.
I don't even call it medium. It was just boring. It was like, how dare you try to hold your own how dare you hold space in the Kim Kardashian fights the patriarchy with selfies about a boring, generic, he's an art boy that I love.
Oh gosh, and you put your chapter right after, or no, it was the Chris Evans chapter, and then you put your chapter 2 chapters after the amazing Kim Kardashian.
And even the Chris Evans one was cute. It was like, at least this is like a fun, like at least this is fun to read, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Also, what else was I gonna say? I need to find out if she is the editor, because if she is not the editor, I'm very mad that she has Goodreads